my chest still heavy. Got a past full of scars, but my hands stay steady. I don't flex for the crowd, I don't act for the gram. I'm the quiet type of danger you don't really understand. So don't push me, don't try me, don't bet your life. Cause I don't fucking play when the vibe ain't right. I don't start no shit, but trust I'll finish it clean. I'm a one-man army when you fuck with my peace. I'm a bad man. I'm one bad motherfucker. Say my name with respect, or don't say that shit at all, brother. I'm a bad man. Test me and you might not recover, cause I'm a bad man. Oh, one bad motherfucker. I ain't here for the drama, but I'll end that shit quick. I don't argue online, I pull up in the mix. I'm the don't poke the bear type, calm till I'm not the kind of dude you don't cross unless you're ready to drop. I'm loyal to the ones who kept me real from the jump, but if you snake me one time, that's the end of the run. I don't bluff, I don't fake, I don't fold under pressure. Try to test that, that's a fucking bad decision, not clever. I'm a bad man. I'm one bad motherfucker. I don't shake, I don't fall. I don't switch up for no sucker. I'm a bad man. If you want shit, bring it closer, cause I'm a bad man. Oh, one bad motherfucker. Most men talk tough, but the soul ain't built. I'm the type that'll stay you down and never feel guilt. I don't break under pressure, I don't crack when it's heated. If respect ain't mutual, then your access deleted. One bad motherfucker. I won't need you once, I'm bad twice, I'm bad man. Let's believe that.
Y'all keep asking why I came back in black, why I don't talk the same, why I spark that loud again like it's medicine. Cause you made me this way. I am the nightmare. Smile on my face, pain in my soul. Yeah. Y'all don't know the half, y'all don't want the smoke. No. Back now, I'm built to last. Got a queen by my side, rest and kiss my ass. I'm the demon in black with smoke feel bad. I was raised in the silence, raised in the fight. Smiling through the war, I was dying every night. Ain't no handouts, ain't no friends when it's deep. When the devil knocking, it's just me with the heat. I ain't falling, I'm climbing with blood in my grip. Got scars on my knuckles, got weed on my lip. A45 tucked in the seat of my truck. If the world wanna burn, then I'm wishing them up. Everybody got demons, some just how better. I wore a mask so long, forgot I was under pressure. Y'all laugh when your back, now I'm built to last. Got a queen by my side, let me kiss my ass. I'm the demon in black with a smoke filled past. Now I'm solo riding through the ash, in the flames. No fake friends, no mask, no names. Blew my soul through the speakers, made them all feel shame. If you wonder why I'm changed, then you're to blame. Y'all slip when I whip, now bang that steel with a mic in my hand and some backwards appeal. I ain't taking from none. I was born in the dirt, now I'm coming out the hole with my pain in a verse. Fuck your pity, fuck your fake concern. I lit this match, now watch it burn. Had no one but her when I bled and broke. Now I'm laughing through the fire while I choke that smoke. Smile on my face, pain in my soul. Y'all don't know what I have, y'all don't want the smoke. Back in black, yeah, I ride alone. All my demons in the dark make that pain my home. I don't need nobody, I don't beg, I don't ask. You turn your back, now I'm built to last. Got a queen by my side, rest and kiss my ass. I'm the demon in black with a smoke filled past.
Don't ask why I changed. Ask why you don't stay.
To the ancestors, known and unknown, Ashe. To the gods, known and unknown, Ashe. All the praise, all the glory be to the Most High. What's going on, guys? It's your favorite cosmic warrior, back at you with another Galactic Transmission. Let's get a prayer in, then we're going to tap into the energy and see who's going to be reaching out for help. Spirit, thank you for coming through. Thank you for guiding and protecting this message. Thank you for removing any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to. And so it is.
Taught me always had a gun. Keep your name clean, but your enemy's stung. Shake a man's hand like a man, not a snake. But if it crosses that line, make his whole world quake. Grew up around moss, mud, milk, and misery. Seen church for praise God, then could go for delivery. I ain't no saint, I'm just honest with my sin. I pray before I ride, and I pray before I'm finished. Cause down in that bio, we don't break, we reload. Bible on the dash with a pistol in a console. Ain't looking for violence, but I'm ready when it comes. Louisiana didn't teach me peace, it taught me always have a gun. Never trust a smile if the shoes too clean. Everyone's got scars and some dirt in their jeans. Got cousins doing time, friends laying in dirt. Some went to the law, some got put on a shirt. I seen mama's work, 3 jobs to keep lights on. Seen daddy's drink a whole check, for the night's gone. So I learned quick, nobody's coming to save you. Just stand tall, talk straight and deal with the danger. Head down in that bio, we don't break, we reload. Bible on the dash with a pistol in a console. Ain't looking for violence, but I'm ready when it comes. Louisiana didn't teach me peace, it taught me always have a gun. They say fear God, I do. But I fear being helpless even more. If the devil comes knocking, it better bring on. Louisiana taught me protect who you love. Keep one eye low and the other one above. Keep your faith like a fighter, keep your rage on the leash. Be a good man first, but don't hesitate to unleash. I ain't bulletproof, but I'm ready for the day. Lord forgive me if I send them to you before I pray. I ain't begging for trouble, I'm begging for strength. Cause survival down here ain't luck, it's blood, pride, and pain. Cause down in that bio, we don't break, we reload. Bible on the dash with a pistol in a console. Ain't looking for violence, but I'm ready when it comes. Louisiana didn't teach me peace, it taught me always have a gun. Born in the mud, yeah. Raised in the fire, yeah. Louisiana made me. May God help whoever tries to break me. Yeah. I go, yeah. I go, yeah. I go, Yeah. Under that big old moon. Just me and my jar. Sitting here alone, got my jar of shine. World's gone crazy, but I got my time. Moon's watching over, yeah, she's my friend. I sip on this fire, let the night just mend. Whiskey whispers, talking low, telling secrets only I know. Burns like the past, but it feels right. Drowning my dreams in the still of the night. Lost love and dreams, they haunt my mind. But this homemade brew, it treats me kind. I hear the night howl like an old song. In this moonlit world, I know I belong. Whiskey whispers, talking low, telling secrets only I know. Burns like the past, but it feels right. Drowning my dreams.
Telling secrets. Telling secrets that only you know. Secrets that only you know. You know, it's a server. It's a server of divine knowledge. It's a server of, well, seeing the future, a prophet, foreseeing the future. You know, but what else do servers do? They provide options, right? You know, but in the sense of, you know, life, it's, if we continue down this path, this is what's going to happen. However, if we decide to go down another path, it's a little harder, takes a little longer, but the benefits of choosing this path. You're not as easily persuaded, you know, manipulated. They thought that when given choice between two options, you're going to take the easy one just because it's easier. They expect that you're not going to tap into your higher knowledge, your higher self. You're not going to take the time. You're not going to take the time and find the calm in the storm, so you can make sure that you're making the appropriate decision. You know, not the easy decision, but the appropriate one. Hey, thank you. You know, making the appropriate decisions, though. Where does that come from? You know, it's having, you know, what does a good server do? A good server, you know, knows the menu, but menus change, right? But a good business, you know, doesn't have so many different options. You know what I mean? You know, it's funny when you go to restaurants and they have, like, you know, 50, 60, 70 plus items on the menu. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, a lot of it has to be frozen, you know, pre-packaged. It's not fresh, because there's no way you can keep that many things on the menu and have it be fresh. You know, but a good server knows what's on the menu. They know if it's fresh. You know, they know the ingredients. So, you know, so when asked about it, you can describe it. You know, providing, it's the knowledge, but it's the knowledge that's available to all of us. The knowledge to be able to look at things from a higher perspective and see that it wasn't fun, it wasn't enjoyable, but I can see the purpose it served, being I can see the lesson that I learned. You know, but that's a gift too. It's being able to see the lesson and not being fixated on, ooh, the woe is me and the what was done to me. It's what was done for me. It was done for me. But even the triggering, thank you for the people that trigger me, because the triggers allow me to dive deeper into myself, into what parts still need healing, what parts still need patching, what parts still need repairing. You know, it's like they're offended by your ability to continue looking for things to fix. It's like, can't you just stop already? It's like, what? You're good enough. Well, that's funny because you're good enough, but at the same time, it's like, oh, well, you're doing an amazing job. And it's like, it's jealousy that it's not them. It's jealousy, but it's the choices and decisions that you make. It's not the fun ones. It's not the easy ones, but it's the right ones. You know, but trying to show people the better choices, trying to show people the better options. You can show them. You can't force them to choose it, though. You can't force them to make those certain decisions. You can't force that. I can provide you with the options, but that's about it.
Don't beg, don't cry, my brother said put them down fast if they cross the line. I was raised with a rifle, sang with a law don't come and the dogs don't bang. Simple man, but I don't fold. Live by the dirt and I die in the cold. Call it what you want, I call it mine. Born in the fire, crawled out of that pine. No fake, caught no snake, bitten hand, I'm still standing here. Simple man. I'm locking in my boots, headed deep down south, where the freaks got ink, gold grills in their mouth. Find a spot in the swamp, real low, real mean. Black steel in my jacket, sitting shotgun lean.
Now I'm the renegade king, dirt roads my throne. Whiskey in my veins, throw flames till I'm gone. Buy a shack by the bayou with a rebel flag raised. Treat the town like a stage, set the whole thing ablaze. Keep my hat tipped low, bourbon splash in my glass. Hit gas, hear the roar as my tires burn past. We ain't stopping for nothing, the road's all we know. Got swamp fog in the rear view, moonlight on my globe.
Outlaw rider, heart untamed. Southside swagger running cold through my veins. Breaking every rule, cause freedom my creed. A wild card legend, I'm built to lead. I'm a cowboy, outlaw, backwoods stunner. I'm still dripping, no fear for the runner. Reckless at night, I make the law my prey. In the dirty south, baby, where the devils all play. Cowboy, beast mode, riding these streets. Swamp air high, keep my pistol in reach. Turn the heat up, boy, there's dues to pay. I smell a badge coming from a mile away. Blueprints in the mud while I sharpen my edge. I'm the sinner wearing black at the preacher ledge. Been rolling through trouble like a storm, drunk steady. Eyes bloodshot red, pistol grip, palm sweaty. Let the wolves out loud, I'm still a big dog. My name's etched in bars from Birmingham to Nola Fog. I'm a Southside dreamer with some outlaw plans. Got dynamite in my soul, matches in my hands. Ain't a Hollywood flick, it's the Southern grit anthem. Keep it hard, keep it dirty, ain't no slick tongue phantom. Got gold chains, rattling boots, kicking up dust. You're either with me or against, and in Dixie trust that's done.
Outlaw stepping, dark star.
You're either with me or you're not. You're either with me or you're not. You know, you're either, hey, thank you. You're either with me or you're not. You know, our spirit team, working with our spirit team. You know, our spirit team's always working to bring us support, always working to help to bring us balance, always working to try to bring us harmony. You know, but the option is up to us. The option is us to boss the fuck up. The option is up to us whether or not to make the appropriate decision. You know, but it's weighing the options. It's, you know, it's a full investigation. It's, you know, but it's also coming out of a place of what? Being a commander of your mind. You know, not acting out of your emotions, but acting rationally, acting logically. You know, but it's a thorough investigation of yourself. It's a thorough investigation of the options. It's not it's not being distracted by the surface level. It's diving deeper, and it's looking deeper into the situation and seeing, you know, not all offers are a blessing. You know, some offers are a lesson, but they're disguised as a blessing. You know, but it's our job to do our own investigation.
Keep on keeping on, don't fold, don't fade. Bill stack high, but I still get paid. Sweat on my shirt and the sky turn gray, but I walk like a king in the broke man's way. Keep on keeping on, no quitting, no fear. I talk with my hands and I grind all year. They count me out, but I never be gone. I'm broke, but I keep
Counted you out, but it's massive regrets, you know, counting you out, you know. But the song was going into talking about being broke, right? But poverty is a mindset, right? You know, heaven, hell are mindsets. You know, being stuck is normally a mindset. You know, being stuck, you know, it's the ways that we imprison ourselves. You know, but it's the way that these people have imprisoned themselves by using their free will to try to alter your free will, by trying to control your free will. That's a violation of universal law. That's a violation of spiritual law. There's one destination for those type of things: spiritual prison. Massive regrets because there's no avoiding it. There's no avoiding it. It's They wanted you feeling like you're going to repeat the cycles. You're not going to be able to complete the cycles. You're going to be stuck in them, repeating them over and over and over and over. They wanted you to feel stuck. You know, but it's a mindset, whether or not we create or not. You know, it's up to us. Well, we're always creating, but what are we creating? Are we creating things that we prefer, or are we creating things that we do not prefer?
runs dry when the doors stay locked and the dreams all die. You don't fold, no, your life they fire, cause broke bill men never retire. Keep on keeping on. Recognize what's looking back at you, cause I do every damn day.
You know, looking back at us. You know, but it's, you know, it's like the past looking back at you, like, hey, you remember me? It's like, yeah, I remember you. It's, you know, it's versions of ourselves that we put it into. You know, it's evolving. You know, it's learning the lesson, it's applying the lesson, it's passing the test, and it's expressing to others how to do the same. But how to put an end to it. How to put an end to the generational curses, how to put an end, you know, how to break free. You know, how do we break free? Gotta get rid of the mind control. We gotta get rid of the false programming. We free our mind and we free our soul. Curiosity might have killed the cat, but it freed the slave. You know, imprisonment, lack. Everything's a mindset. It's all a mindset. You know, if you find yourself in a situation you don't prefer, it's because you manifested it. In one way, shape, or another, you manifested it. Which is hard. It's hard to come to grasp with some of the situations that we find ourselves in. Like, how the fuck, you know, why would I make that make sense? Well, the sense comes with the lesson learned. You know, when you find the lesson learned. But when you find the lesson learned, when you find, you know, what you were supposed to gain from it, you know, you hold on to that, you bring that to the Most High. Hey, thanks for this that I gained. Don't want to do it again, but thank you for this. That's for somebody.
I take I've been fighting this thing since I learned to crawl. So if you see that look, better back up slow, cause that demon I fight, he don't like no. They don't get it. You ever have to look your own shadow in the eye? Tell it not today. Yeah, that's what I live with. I got the mind of a monster, soul of a man. Try praying, try running, now I just stand. The devil knows me, we on first name, but I still wear my hurt like a goddamn chain. Yeah, we don't brag about the war inside, but we sure as hell survive. So we walking quiet, that's mercy. Cause that demon, he ain't dead. He's just sleeping. Long hit forward, didn't flinch, didn't yawn. Just hit that door and kept moving on. Ain't praying for rest, I ain't hoping for peace. Every damn shit feels like war to me. Wind cut deep, but I kept that grin. The kind you earn when you won't give in. They call it work, I call it survival. Every breath out here is
Not from this deck. This deck is more expensive. I'm gonna get to those probably after another read, depending on how long this next one is. But I mean, I guess you could purchase one of these, but these are $40 for messages from this, and that'll get you either a max of 30 minutes or until an ending card comes out. But it's a message, you know. But it's capped out at a 30 minute limit for that though.
I'll make hell proud. Hands don't shake, they remember pain. Every cut's a map of where I've been trained. They see the dirt, I see the proof that the hard road always tells the truth. They got time for brag or fame. My name's my bond, that's the game. Don't chase love, don't beg for breaks. If I wanted to move, I'll make it shake. I'm an old field outlaw, caught from fight. Turn the dark into day, keep the flame in sight. No suits, no crowns, no stage lights glow. Just hard men doing what the soft don't know. You can talk your talk, I live my life. Old field outlaw, and I make hell proud. Pressure makes cracks, so it makes kings. Depends what kind of blood you bring. We don't clock in, we make it count. And the weight don't scare us, it keeps us proud. I'm an old-field outlaw, still standing tall. Been through the worst, still answer the call. Ain't no crown that can fit this head. I'm alive in the fire, they all dread. Let them talk, let them doubt somehow. Old-field outlaw, still here right now. Still here right now. I ride these dusty trails alone, haunted by what I can't disown.
voices in the shadows call my name. Every ghost here knows my shame.
Ghosts of the Badlands, they follow me, whispering truths I don't wanna see. Can't outrun the past, gotta face it now, find my redemption somehow.
Little drifter with eyes like mine said he's walking the same thin line. We ride together, brothers in sin, searching for peace. We can't let it in.
Ghosts of the Badlands, they follow me, whispering truths I don't wanna see. Can't outrun the past, gotta face it.
They're trying to outrun the past, this evil covenant. Trying to outrun the past. It's the things that they did that if comes to light, they'll get in trouble for. But they're married to it. They're married to their decisions. You know, but spiritual ranking scares them. That says faith around and find out. That says spiritual violation.
You know, a man don't need a whole dictionary. He just needs one. Good word, listen. I got one word. It's a multi-tool, it's a verb. A noun and a goddamn jewel. It's the first thing I say when I'm starting my truck and it just won't start. Oh fuck, see it's a verb, it's an action. It's a go-do, like go fuck yourself, man, I'm talking to you. Or state of being like my credit
You know,
is fucked. All that
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's health concerns. It's putting an end to. Well, it's censoring what you say because it's going to be offensive to other people. It's I swear all the time, but to me swearing isn't offensive. You know, I don't get offended by words. You know what I mean? Insults, not even insults, but it's like, how are you going to be upset over just words? Especially, hey, thank you. Especially when they're not even directed towards you. You know what I mean? It's not even directed towards you. You know what? It's not being concerned with the words of others. It's not being concerned with the opinion of others. It's not fixating on other people at all. It's fixating on ourselves. You know, but they were trying to attach some sort of toxic lifestyle. They were trying to attach it to you. Either attach the title to you or get you stuck with it to begin with. It could be lies with the speaking. It's talking about you. That's throwing mud on your character.
in your chest when your abs are fucking rudely put to the test. You can't fuck up, fuck around, fuck off, or fuck in. It's the one punctuation for the state that I'm in. You can be fucked over, you can be fucked out. It's the only damn thing this whole song is about. So here's to the word, the one and the king. The abs are fucking rudely best goddamn thing in the whole fucking language, in the whole fucking book. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. hell bent and hammered down. I ain't made to slow, I ain't made to drown. 10 beers deep and the law can't catch. Got a wide-eyed grin and a heart mismatch. Dust in my lungs, fire in my bones. Born to raise hell and die full grown. Ain't no brakes on this runaway sign. I'm hell bent, boy, hammered down. I was raised with a backwood burn. Gasoline soul with a twist and turn. Mama said, boy, you best be wise. But the devil gave me wings when he heard my cries. Never been clean, never been tame. Got busted once, but I beat the game. Time's gone bald, but I still ride proud. With a middle finger up and the speakers loud. Hell man, and hands down. I ain't made to slow, I ain't made to drown. 10 beers deep and the law can't catch. Got a wide-eyed grin and a heart mismatch. Dust in my lungs, fire in my bones. Born to raise hell and die full grown. Ain't no brakes on this runaway sign. I'm hell-bent, boy, I've been broke, I've been bruised, I've been scarred and used. I got nothing to prove, but I still don't lose. I talk fast, walk fast, live like a spark. Keep a flask in the dash and my soul in the dark. Ain't no church pew ever held me tight, but I talk to God when I ride at night. Tattooed knuckles and a crooked smile. Got sins to confess, but I ride a while. You wanna know what keeps me breathing? It ain't love, it ain't luck, it's that roar in the rear view screaming. And I ain't looking back, cause the past ain't got nothing I need. Hell bent and hammered down. I ain't made to slow, I ain't made to drown. 10 beers deep and the law can't catch. Got a wild-eyed grin and a heart mismatch. Dust in my lungs, fire in my bones. Born to raise hell and die full grown. Ain't no brakes on this runaway sound. I'm hell-bent, boy, and hammered down. Hammered down. This one's for the man who didn't always say it, but showed it every damn day. Through busted knuckles and broke down boots, I see you now, Pops. Yeah. Wasn't heaven sent, nah. More like earthborn tough. Steel in your spine, calloused hands, always rough. Crime under nails, dirt in your lungs. You worked every shift for the day, even begun. You ain't right, punk. You wrote checks in pain, held the world on your back in the cold and rain. Didn't say I love you much, but now I know. Every nail you drove was how you let it show. Rough hands, real love, built this place. Gave us peace from a world we face. Not the soft kind, but it held like stone. You gave your breath just to build us home. One day I'll miss some lessons, true. Even the ones I never listened to. One day I'll miss some lessons, true. Even the ones I never listened to. You try to teach trades, past tools in my grip, but I was too wild, always letting it slip. You said, son, life don't hand you go, and now I'm old, feeling that cold. I was absent, chasing noise, raising hell, while you kept us warm, never let the well swell. You ain't preach like preachers, but you prayed and sweat. Saved us all with each breath you let. Ain't the love like mama gave, no lullaby tone, but your silence was shelter, your back was a home. Now I give anything just to sit in your truck and hear your gruff voice say life's just tough, man up. Now I walk in your boots, still a size too big, trying to carry your name,
trying to walk in your boots. They're trying to walk in your boots. Two cards with Frozen, November, February. They're trying to walk in your boots, but they can't make it far. They can't make it far. Because, you know, even when we put on boots that are too big for us, when we're aligned with our purpose, when we're aligned with our soul's purpose, you know, the divine fills the gaps, fills it. Perfect fit. Because it's custom for us. It's made for us. You know, of course you're gonna get stuck when you're trying to be someone else. It's, of course things aren't gonna work smoothly for you when you're trying to be someone else. Of course not. Why would it? That's silly to think so. mental traps, alien DNA in this world but not of it. But it's they want you to be of the world. They want you to be, of the wants of the flesh. Health concern, it's a health concern to you, and you realize it as such. Because you did the internal investigation.
Stronger than the contracts hold. If I say it, I stand at 10 toes and proud. I was taught not to bark, just handle it loud. Ain't about where you're from, it's about how you move. Respect ain't given, it's earned through truth. From pine trees to porch light glow, we got lines you don't cross and roots you don't know. It's the code of the South, right? Quiet, stay real, don't fold under pressure, don't beg, don't need, don't speak on a man.
Folding under pressure, don't speak on a man. Secret Society 187 themselves for speaking on you. Whole community full of demons, 187 in themselves. But the mental traps, FBI, this is 2 enlightenment cards. The mental trap, it's your spirit team showing you. It's your spirit team showing you. Showing you the health concerns. Showing you things that, it's showing you the people, the places, the things, any and everything that doesn't serve you. And why. And how. But we only see so much too. We only see what we can see. But our spirit team sees everything. Our spirit team knows their intentions. And so when we're guided, to move away from certain places, people, places, or things, it's not for no reason. It's because something's happening behind the scenes that we're not privy to. But we're not meant to lean on our own understanding. Because if we did, we're going to keep ourselves stuck. Because a lot of shit just don't make fucking sense.
We don't chase the cloud. We don't blow. We just build. And we protect what's ours. It's the code of the South, right? Quiet, stay real. Built by our word, not the flex you feel. You can flash all you want, but that don't count. We were born to stand by the code of the South.
Not chasing clout. Not chasing clout. Not intention seeking. It's the final end. It's the final end we put to the battles, the battles we fight against ourselves. It's the final battle. And guess what? This time we slay the beast. This time we don't just talk about it, we be about it. We finally get rid of the programming that no longer serves us. We complete one cycle so that another one can begin. But one cycle so that another one, thank you. One cycle so that another one can begin, but it's also the generational curse breaker. So it's breaking the generational, it's putting an end to the curses and bonds that have been plaguing our bloodlines. And it's freeing the next generation from these bonds and chains. We're completing the cycles for those that come after us, and we're completing the cycles for those that came before us and weren't able to. It's freeing the whole bloodline. It's the ripple effect.
It's a calm and a storm, the fire and the steel. The only way he knows to say what's real. That hand on her leg, that's everything true. The road to ride in the barn too. No ring, no vow, no words rehearsed. Just a life they're riding, for better or worse. When it's hard, but our heart stays still. As that touch reminds me this love is real. No need, no fear, no doubt inside. That hand says it all while the world rolls by. That hand on the leg, that's love on the move. Every mile's a promise he don't have to prove. It's a calm and a storm, fire and steel. The only way he knows to say what's real. That hand on the leg, that's everything true. The road to ride and a bond or two. She don't need whispers, she don't need words. That touch tells stories nobody's heard. Comfort, control, and a kind of claim. One simple touch, forever changed. That hand on her leg, that's love on the move. Every mile's a promise he don't have to prove. It's a calm and a storm, the fire and the steel. The only way he knows to say what's real. That hand on the leg, that's everything true. Silent, I love you. Between the two. Kicking up dust, beer in my hand, no map, no plan, just as outlaw land. I don't need no fences, don't need no chains. The law don't live out here in my veins. Trucks running hot, dirt spinning wild. Every mile's mine, every breath feels alive. Got a girl on my side, she's just like me. Born to be free, living recklessly. This is my outlaw's paradise. Stars above and the cold is right. No rules, no ties, just open skies. I'm living my way till the day I die. Outlaw's paradise. Yeah, this is mine. The world's too tight, they don't understand. We don't fit their lines, we don't shake their hands. Bonfire glow, shotgun close. We're the kind of folks that they fear the most. But it ain't about trouble, it's about living free. No judge, no preacher gonna rule over me. This is my outlaw's paradise. Stars above and the cold
know,
is right. No rules.
You know, it's the staying in alignment with universal law. It's staying in alignment with spiritual law, and then it kind of, yeah, aware of man's laws, but you know, a lot of man's laws are decent to follow, but a lot of it is just, it's man's laws. It has nothing to do with the universe. It has nothing to do with the spirit realms. It has nothing to do with it. You know, it's just, it's limitations. You know, it's funny because one man will be in fear of another man's power. Little do they know that they hold the same power within them, but they're too scared to find it. And if I can't find the strength in me, I'm going to cut you off from your power. It's like the audacity to think you even have the authority to do that, because you don't. That's not your authority. You know, my power is given to me straight from the Most High. So is it yours. It's available for you to tap into. You know, it's our ability to us all tap into, if we so choose. You know, but it's the actions that we make. It's the choices, decisions, it's our thoughts, it's our actions, it's everything. What do they add up to? Where's our energy going? What are we investing into? Are they wise investments? Or should we close those accounts a long time ago? Pulled all of our energy out. Start readjusting it, redistributing it. Redistribution. You know, but it's your ability to shift your energy. It's transferring of the energy from it's everything that used to occupy your mind that's of a lower frequency. You know, all the 3D, you know, things that you used to enjoy, right? It's replacing that with things of higher, you know, higher levels. But it's no longer seeking just to feed the wants of the flesh. You know, it's once you actually get some real soul food, and it's not food that you actually consume. You know, well, it is, but it's what we consume through our eyes, through our ears. It's the way we consume other ways. You know, real soul food. When you get some real soul nourishment, it's once you get a taste of that, it's just real food is tasteless in a sense. You know. But especially, you know, when you fast, if you never fasted before, or if you go on your first fast, doesn't matter, you know, there are noticeable differences, but it's your intentions going into it. It's important to set your intention. What's your intention? My intention is I do it so that I can have a stronger connection with the Most High. That's why I fast. But it's the understanding that it's our bodies are wonderful things. They heal themselves when we allow them to. Yeah, well, we don't allow them to. And why don't we allow them to? Because we're too busy feeding the wants of our flesh. It's what wolf survives. It's the one you feed. You're gonna feed the flesh, you're gonna feed the soul. What wolf are you feeding? Which one is thriving? They're both in existence, but one of them is starved normally, and one of them is fat. You know, but it's a regulation. It's part of fasting too. Regulation. You know, addictions. Eating is an addiction. Just because the government doesn't slap a label on it and call it bad and call it an addiction, you don't think it is? You think it's okay? An addiction is an addiction nonetheless. Just because man said that this addiction is worse than this addiction, because man decided. An addiction is an addiction.
Sun's out, but it don't mean peace. Just light on the cracks I still try to keep. Coffee gone cold in a chipped up cup. Staring at the wall like it might speak up. My phone's full of ghosts I don't call back. Cause I burned every bridge and then laid them I'm sober today. Can't say about tomorrow. Still carry these scars and choke on the sorrow. Been broke, been lost, almost slipped away. But I'm still...
You know, but it's the scars that you carry. It's the way that you almost slipped away. It's the way that you almost lost it. Almost. But you didn't. But did you die? Did you lose it? Did you lose your mind? Nope. You know, you freed yourself. You know, everything must fall apart for it to fall into place. You know, but all the work, all the energy put into the secret society, everything that they've invested into keeping everything together to prevent it from falling apart. No, it's you know, it's inevitable. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
Ain't no white light, just a worn out soul. Trying to stay warm with a heart gone cold. Ain't looking for a medal, just a little bit of grace. And someone who don't flinch when they see my face. I'm sober today, but I still walk the wire. Still got that itch and a flicker of fire. Been broke, been lost, but I'm finding my way. And if I fall tonight, I was sober today, Can't say about tomorrow, still carry these scars and choke on the sorrow. Been broke, been lost, almost slipped away, but I'm still here.
You know?
Sober today.
You know, but what happens when we slip away? You know, sometimes, you know, but what happens when we get to the point where we really don't enjoy the choices and decisions that we've made, you know, but, you know, when we slip away, you know what I'm getting? Slipping out of this life, slipping out of this vessel and hopping into a different timeline, and with a vessel that made more proper choices, you know, but it's the shift. It's the drastic shift that can happen like that with the help of the Most High. You know, but the shifts can happen, but for them to last, you know, it takes, you know, what's a good relationship? It's mutual. It's not just one-sided. You know, what do we have to offer? Our pain, our sorrow, our sadness, our burdens that we no longer want to carry. Those are offerings.
It's true, we got lost in the crowd, forgot the proof.
Where we felt the kingdom, we forgot it's all.
Where we lost the message,
We tore it apart.
we said love your neighbor, but we drew our lines, built our little empires, left the broken behind. We got children, but we act like kings, crown in our heads, but we dropped the things. This the outlaw confession, the rebel song. We've been wrong, now we ride and make it strong. Christ walked with the outcasts, the lepers, the thieves. We sit with the rich while the street still bleeds. We quote his words, but we duck his ways, praying for the lost while we look away. But the kingdom ain't dead,
You know,
it's still in the dirt.
You know what didn't go according to his plan? Quoting Yeshua's words, but not applying his lessons. They expected you to know the teachings, but not to ever apply them, which is what churches normally teach you. They teach you how to study, but not how to apply. Application to life. It's your ability to do that they never counted on. But pounding on. Trying to get you to stop over and over, repetitive. You know, but pounding. It's something from the past that you cut off. Something from the past that they wanted you, you released it. But they thought that it still had a bond, it still had a hold over you. And they thought that it was a mental trap. It's something from the past, a regret, a remorse, you know, some action, something done to you, something that you did, whatever it was, you released it. You know, the signs that they're getting is that you released it. You know, forgiveness makes us a threat. You know why? Because we're not bonding ourselves and chaining ourselves to those emotions of anger, of resentment. You know, true power is in forgiveness. But we don't forget. We forgive and we release. We don't forgive and forget. Never.
I shall not fear no man to die, though I walk through the valley of death.
You know,
I share so many whiskey.
it's them watching you walk through the storms. It's them watching you. You know, walk through the situations that they know they wouldn't have the energy to make it through. They're not able to. You know, they see all the evidence, they see all the facts, you know, but it's the thing, it's ourself. You know, of course we're not going to want to look at it. These are all my flaws. These are all my things that I have to fix. These are all the things that are holding me back. Me. We're looking at ourselves now, not others. So, well, that's a problem for them. You know, it's a problem because we're supposed to be fixated on other people. No. That's the problem. We're fixating on other people. Worried about what other people are doing, worried about what other people are thinking. You know, the people want to cast judgment, that they only have that power and authority if we allow them to. Only. You know, the lies, you know, it's only effective if we allow it to. You know, it's, okay, someone said that you're something. Well, are you going to live up to it? Well, a lot of times it's living down to it. I got to lower myself to live up to your false image that you're casting upon. But if I just be myself, people are going to see I'm not down there. I'm actually up here. Actions speak louder than words. You know, character speaks for itself.
So don't stand near me. My every move is a calculated step to bring me closer to embracing early death. Now there's nothing left. There was no mercy on the streets. I couldn't rest. I'm barely standing, about to go to pieces, screaming peace. And though my soul was deleted, I couldn't see it. I had my mind full of demons trying to break free. They planted seeds in their heads, sparking the flame inside my brain like a match. Such a dirty game. No memories, just a misery.
It's the words that they were speaking into your mind. The words that they were speaking into your mind. You know, they saw no wrong with it. But you're doing too good for them. You're doing too good for them. You're standing too much in your power. You're standing too much up for yourself. You know, it's given promiscuous, but it's given trying to get a Jezebel spirit attached to you. But that didn't work. You know, you're a threat. It's protecting your sacral energy.
Heaven's door shed so many tears. Dear God, please let me know. Lord, I suffered through the years and shed so many whiskey tears. God, I lost so many peace. And Lord knows I tried. Been a witness to homicide. Seen drive-bys taking lives. Little kids die. Wonder why. As I walk by, broken hearted as I glance at the chalk line, getting high. This ain't the life for me. I wanna change, but ain't no future right for me. I'm stuck in the game. I'm trapped inside of me.
Trapped inside of me. It's the ways that we feel trapped inside of ourselves, but seeking spiritual guidance. It's going inward, you know, not looking back. It's like what they're seeing. It's like what they're seeing on social media. It's just that it's forward momentum, and you're not losing it. But it's no looking back. It's looking back at the past. It's looking back at our past social life and past experiences, and it's, you know, it's giving appreciation for the times and the memories. But it's the understanding of that, okay, it's kind of like a bittersweet sadness of, damn, that's where I was at, that's where I was at, like, that's what I accepted, that's what I found enjoyment in. But then it's like, you know, I started not just seeking better, I started moving towards better for myself and not looking back. And, you know, looking back at the past, it's reminders. You know, we look back at the past to reflect, so that we can make sure that we clocked everything, so that we can make sure we gathered all the information, so that we make sure that we properly assessed everything. We put the proper labels onto everything, that we learned every lesson that there was to be learned. Because we don't want to do it again. That's why we look back at the past. You know, that's why we reflect. Not to put ourselves in chains and bonds of regret and sorrow and not that shit. We're free from that. You know, we freed ourselves. We're not looking back for that.
Got that fresh pine, yeah, the smokable kind. Liquor in a bag and a loaded mine. Bonfire burning, boots in the clay. We built this life the country way. You talk too much, it don't last long. Round here respects what you stand on. Built for work or war, real solid like an oak. We died for ours. We country folk. Trees know we light that fire, let the smoke get thick. Got a shovel and a prayer. Take your pick. Ain't no love for a rat or the ones who spoke. We raise hell proud. We country folk.
I'm sitting here in this rundown bar. Whiskey's burning like an old scar. Got my swagger on, but it don't mean much. Cause this mask of toughness is my crutch. Heart was soft once, but I let it go. Now I hide it deep when nobody knows. The outlaw life is...
The things we hide deep. The things we hide deep. The things we hide. It's the shadows. The shadows. The things that we try to avoid. You know, but it's no longer hiding it. It's bringing, when things come to the surface, it's dragging it all the way out into the light. It's full examination. It's seeing behind all the veils. It's choosing it. We always have the option to look deeper, but we rarely choose to. But it's making the conscious choices to look deeper into yourself, into the shadow part, your shadow self, into the aspects that you're not proud of, into the aspects that you've hidden, or that have just been hidden from you because it was too painful. But after healing, after enough time, it's like, yeah, well, okay, let's rip the Band-Aid off, because I know it's been years, but it still isn't healed. Not because I can see it, because I haven't removed it, but because I know what lies underneath. It's an energetic thing. You know, but being able to see what needs to be done. It's facing your shadows. It's facing your shadows. It's not because it's fun. It's because it's a crucial part of finding alignment. It's a crucial part of healing. It's a crucial part of getting over things. You know, how can you get over things if you don't understand it to begin with? And not even understand it, you need to understand it.
I walk with a black top race. retain the flame, not scorch the lane. You wanna dance with the devil, then line on up. I've been fighting myself, so my fists stay up. You ain't good enough, they whisper low. You're too damn tired, but I still go. You're too old, too broke, you're too late to shine. Cause every forge you fire, this soul's divine.
You know, you're too old, you're too weak, you're too, you know, we're never too late. We're always right on time. Once we can realize that. You know, our anointing, our positions, our blessings, it's the only thing delaying it is ourselves. You know, the only person that can take it away from us is ourselves. Nobody else. Not one motherfucker in this realm. You know, but it's revealing ourselves. It's knowing thyself, knowing your anointment, and not allowing others to get into your mind and corrupting it with false programming and poison and viruses and getting you to fuck yourself out of your own anointing. They want you to put things in the wrong position, but it's, you know where things go. You know where it goes. It's like, you know when things are out of place. You know, with your energy. You know when things are out of line. But it's learning always how to come back to alignment. And quickly too. Yeah, I think the song just said, I'm the one to blame, you know, but it's learning the things that we used to love that were detrimental to us, that brought us satisfaction on a surface level, that brought us satisfaction on a flesh level, but it doesn't serve our soul. It doesn't serve our higher purpose. You know, it doesn't serve our master, the Most High. You know, but it comes to the state of alignment, the point of alignment, where if it doesn't serve the Most High, it ain't for me. Fuck yeah. Doing a good job. I'm proud of you. Your spirit team's proud of you. The Most High's proud of you. Keep up the hard work. That's for somebody.
Got fire in every lane. Times are changing fast, nothing feels like yesterday. But we stay moving heavy loads from the night into the day. Cargo vans, big trucks, even cars we haul across the city, across the state. Yeah, we handle it all. Questions try to slow me down, but the grind don't ever lie. Can't get stuck in old memories, the future's rolling by. There's a mystical on the highway, flowing through the air. If you listen carefully, you'll know we're always there. Such a mystical motion, moving low by low. Whoa. Rapid transportation, we on that road. Some days the weight is heavy, some storms hit hard, but we still shift through the shadows, guided by the mystical stars. More jobs to run, more lives to serve. Built this hustle from the ground, nothing knocking the nerve. If you need to move fast, stay from right on time. Here's a number you can call them and spell it in this rhyme. 832-707-7279. That's a lifeline. Rapid transportation X, we keep your cargo in motion day and night. There's a mystical on the highway. It's that quiet question I never speak. Like why me, why now, why so weak? Memories slipping, moments I can't track. Used to know who I was, now I want that back. Names gone missing, faces feel blurred. Walk in a room, forget why I'm absurd. Used to be fire, now it's barely a spark. And I'm losing myself somewhere in the dark. I fake that smile, say I'm fine, play along. But I feel like a ghost in a world I don't belong. Mind's glitching, thoughts twisting, time fades quick. Feeling like my brain just playing some trick. Why me? Every day's a fight. Losing more in the dead of night. Trying to hold on, but it slips so fast. Looking at pieces of a stronger past. Why me? I ain't got a clue. I fade in a crowd I once walked through. Feels like I'm broken, tossed aside.
This one is Black Coconut Exotic. Or just Black Coconut. This is a good one too. This is a really good one. The cherry one. Oh, it's a new brand to me. They're actually, it's actually not a bad brand. Well, the long ones burn for a good amount of time. The regular incenses that I would typically get at like the dollar store, which I like those ones because they have, different scents that are made to connect to different parts of your chakra or different chakras, right? And they're cheap, but they burn good. Well, the problem with that is half of the boxes I've discovered, some of them don't burn at all. They don't stay lit. But it's a gamble. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But it's cheap. They're $1.20. Oh, it's funny. The dollar store, but nothing in the dollar store is $1 anymore. And the worst is when you go to Dollar General. Oh, man. You know what I really like about Dollar Tree though, is a lot of just the little gadgets, little fidget things, and then just like, they're cheap, yeah, but it's funny because even the quality stuff these days is it really quality? The only thing about what quality? They charge you for quality, but there is no quality. Everything's made to break, not to last long. But it's, but there's so much cool little things. And it's like, I don't know, it's like, I found like these decks there at the dollar store. $1.25. And like, I don't know, they're all different ones. And I'm like, I was called to them. I'm like, I could do something with those. And it's what I was seeking. I was trying to find different things to do, like for this, when I was financially restrained. Or, what, is that the right word to say it? I don't know. But it's, a lot of good stuff. A lot of my candles are all from there, And, it's... I guess I've always had a problem paying too much for things. Because I know what things cost, because I do my research on things. And I know good quality from not, right? And it's like, I'm fine with investing money into something good that's going to last. Because I take care of my shit, right? But if it's just something cheap that I'm not going to use all the time or this and that, I'll just go with something cheap just to get the job done, right? But I like to make investments. I take care of my stuff. And so I know it's going to last, so I might as well invest. If I'm going to spend my money on something, and then I'm going to spend my money on something that's going to be worth it. Because why, I don't know, but it's the way that we treat things too. When you know it's cheap, you tend to treat it a lot different. Especially when you know it's not yours. People tend to treat things a lot different when it's not theirs. But I don't know. I guess it's hard for me because I just have a high respect for my stuff. And, when I lend it out to other people, it doesn't always get returned in the same condition I left it. It's funny how I could have something for a decade and it's still be in pristine condition. And you lend it to one friend one time and it comes back absolutely destroyed. And it's like, dude, really? Especially the worst is like, dude, you see me use this all the time. I care about this. Well, no, it's just the way that we treat all of our stuff. I treat all my stuff with, it's funny, but I treat it with respect, but I use it to use it. You know what I mean? What's the point of having stuff? It's just there for looks. We don't actually use it. Oh, so it's just clutter. Or unless it's an investment and it's holding value, you know what I mean? It's just clutter then. You know, but the things that clutter our lives, you know, minimalizing, getting rid of, you know, it's a good way to, you know, it's cleaning up stagnant energy too. You know, cleaning up things that just why do I still have it? Other than, you know, it's the things that all we do is move it from over here to over there to over there because it's always in the way, but it's never being used. Well, why do we still have it then? Oh, what did I just do? Come on.
They said justice takes time, but I ain't built to wait. When you bury your brother, patience turns to hate. I still hear that gunshot every night in my sleep, and I still see your face in the blood I keep. Your boots sitting by your back door light. Your old lady cries every fucking night. And every time the wind starts to sigh, I load the steel and then I ride. I'll testimony up. I ain't praying for peace, I ain't begging for grace. There's a debt unpaid that they need to face. They call it truth, this I can't hide. You take one of mine and yours will die. And this is the code I live, and it's an eye for an eye. I've been riding these roads with a cross to bear, a vendetta and a bullet sitting side by side right there. Alcohol, breath of guilt and migraine, trying to balance heaven and the hell with them. Ain't no lawyer or preacher gonna set this right. You spill blood, you best breach yourself for the fight. Cause mercy doesn't come from the pain I'm from. We dig deep graves and the job's almost done. I ain't praying for peace, I ain't begging for grace. There's a debt unpaid that they need to face. They call it truth, this I can't hide. You take one of mine, then yours will die. And this is the code I live, and it's an eye for an eye. Cause mama needs peace, bitch, and I need mine. So I'll trade my soul for that next headline. I ain't praying for peace, I ain't begging for grace. There's a debt unpaid that they need to face. They call it truth, this I can't hide. You take one of mine, then yours will die. And this is the code I live, and it's an eye for an eye. You take from me, I'm gonna take it all. And this is the code I live. And this is the code I live. And this is the code I've been quiet long enough. Now it's time the world hears a rush. I've been used, I've been blamed, I've been called a lost cause, smiling through the pain while they sharpen their claws. I've been broke, I've been burned, I've been down to the bone, but you can't kill a man who's already homegrown. Ain't no saint, ain't no sinless man, just a dirt road preacher with blood on his hands. I got a fist full of fuck you and a soul that don't quit. I've been dragging my name through every kind of
You know,
shit.
a soul that doesn't quit, a soul that just keeps on going, a soul that stays focused, a soul that's focused on, it's just its creation. It's focusing on, well, we're always creating, right? But it's learning where energy goes to, and it's creating out of a place of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. You know, it's getting rid of the things that just, you know, it's just a fake flex. It's not a real flex. You know what a real flex is? The work, doing the healing work. That's a real flex. You know, the real flex is finding the safe place in yourself. Finding the safe place into ourselves. It's the union. It's returning to the Most High. It's being at a place in our life where we have no choice but to turn to the Most High. Or we always have choices, but it's making the choice. You know, but card number one, our first eye on the Most High. You know, the conversion from our old ways. You know. You know, but you know what? It's a seeker of knowledge, but knowledge. It's not seeking. It's not seeking the knowledge really offered in this realm. It's the knowledge of balance, it's an energy thing. It's the knowledge that we learn. An explorer of information, but it's the way that we dive into ourselves. It's the knowing of ourselves. But it's also the purification. It's the renewing of ourselves. It's the removing of anything in us that is not of the Most High. You know, but it's pouring it all in there. It's pouring it all. It's everything in us that is of the Most High. It's everything in us that is not of the Most High. Putting it all into there. And what happens at the end? You know, when it gets down, reduced down, all that's left is us and the Most High. You know, the knowledge that we gain. The renewal of health. But it's also like the new contract in life. You know, but it's the new contract, you know, new levels, new devils. You know, it's the more battles. They never end, you know, but they're not really battles. They're learning opportunities. They're learning experiences. You know, it's the way that we perceive things. You know, it's the more that you learn, the more that you know nothing, right? But then again, the more that you learn, the more that you go through situations, the more that you learn that it's all to teach you something. And it's a lot of times we thought we learned the lesson, but yet we keep repeating, we keep getting the same experiences. Well, why? What are we doing? What are we not doing that's allowing this to keep finding its fucking way back when we don't want it to? You know, but finding your way back when we don't want it to, it's our connection with the Most High. They can't remove that from us. As much as they want us to, as much as they try to calcify our third eye, as much as they want to, as much as they poison all of our food and water and everything that we consume, as much as they want to disconnect us from the Most High, motherfuckers can't. Motherfucker can try, but they can't. Only you can do that. Only you have the God-given authority and power to remove your connection from the Most High. Only you do. And then we get these lower entities, these motherfuckers that disconnected themselves from the Most High because they thought they could do it without. Nah, they can't. That's why the motherfuckers can't manifest shit. That's why they have to harvest our energy to manifest for them. That's why they have to lie to us and deceive us and confuse us and enslave us. But guess what? If only they had a choice. If it was up to them, we would have no rights, no freedoms. But guess what? It's not up to them. But even if they tried to remove that, what do you think the Most High would do? As we've seen time and time again. Now, you don't want to correct yourself? Okay, take you all out. Like that's never happened before. You know, when we try to let our ego take the reins, when we etch God out. Mistakes. Costly mistakes.
Every lyric I spit, on the steel I build. If you feel that woman, and the banjo claw, then you want them mine. Every middle outlaw, no fame, no fake, just grit and tone, copper and flame. We caught our own throne, banjo well, baseline grown, that outlaw creed, etched in stone. Heavy metal outlaw, born from the flame. Copper in my blood, thunder in my name. Banjo string screaming, 808 rock. Raise that jaw for the heavy metal outlaw. It's so heavy I can taste the dust. Moon's looking down like it don't trust us. Two shadows stand where the road splits wide. One walks away, one's left to die. I heard your name in a bottle last week. Whiskey burned, but the truth cut deep. Said you pulled the trigger on my brother's life. Now you're staring down the barrel of mine tonight. You got your reasons, but I don't care. I ain't here to talk, I'm here to square. Every step I take, I hear his ghost. Screaming for blood, so I'm getting close. It's a midnight showdown, just you and me under the cold air of eternity. No prayers, no words, no second chance, just a crack of a gun and a final stance. It's a midnight showdown, time to play. One of us goes, one of us stays. Used to ride together, thick as thieves. Now the past feels like a bad disease. You chose silver, I chose steel. Guess loyalty don't mean what it used to feel. That woman you love, she's long been gone, but the hole you left still burns me on. I ain't the law, but I play the part. And justice don't need no badge, just a heart. It's a midnight showdown, just you and me under the cold stare of eternity. No prayers, no words, no second chance, just a crack of a gun and a final stance. It's a midnight showdown, time to pay. One of us goes, one of us stays. The wind don't move, the town don't breathe, just the sound of the hammer and the trigger squeeze. I see the fear sitting in your grin, but I ain't stopping till the devil wins. It's a midnight showdown, just you and me under the cold stare of eternity. No prayers, no words, no second chance, just a crack of a gun and a final stance. It's a midnight showdown, time to pay. One of us goes, one of us stays. Yeah, the dust settles slow when the moon don't lie. There's blood on the road and one less guy. It's a midnight showdown and now it's done. I walk away, but I don't feel one.
Oh, damn.
We all been watching this circus grow.
Same old lies on the radio.
You know, watching the circus grow. It's watching. People are watching the progress that you're making. It's a very complicated process, but very inspirational at the same time. It's the way that we learn to take care of ourselves that makes no sense on the outside. Because looking in, it's like, from the outside trying to look in, it's like, I see them prospering, but how? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like what plans are they making? Like, how are they doing it? Well, but it's the energetic work that we do. It's not necessarily exterior work, it's an internal work. But it is, it's shown exterior too. It's the choices and decisions that we make. The choices and decisions that we make. All of our wishes always come true. But what wishes are coming true though? A lot of times we think, well, I didn't wish for this. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, you did. Knowingly or unknowingly, you did. Knowingly or unknowingly. We are the co-creators of our own universe. Knowingly or unknowingly. Once you realize that you're to congratulate for it all. Sometimes we'll say some people would say you're to blame because they don't prefer it. But it's the lessons that we refuse to learn. It's the lessons that we're trying to write into our destiny that we learned, but we keep rewriting our destiny to not learn it. Interesting. Right under that card, the Queen of Candles, which is the Queen of Wands, which is card number 13, which breaks down to 4, which is divine. When the Bible verse attached to this, Judges 4:4, but judges, divine judgment. But now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, was leading Israel at the time. But leading, it's taking control, taking lead of your life. It's understanding that I'm always co-creating with the universe. But what I'm co-creating is when our eyes open up, like, oh shit, I have choices, I have options. Like, what I think about dictates what I speak about, dictates where my energy is, dictates where I'm going. It's the understanding of it's the messages that we carry. It's the messages that we try to teach ourselves. It's the messages we try to... It's the messages, so many messages. But damn it, that's back to back Queen of Wands. That's back to back Queen of Wands. The storyteller. It's not leaving out details. When you're telling the stories, we're not leaving out our faults because we hold ourselves accountable to them. We're not proud of all the choices and decisions that we've made, but I haven't hidden them. I'm not chained with, I've made it past those cycles. It's past the cycles of no accountability, shifting the blame. But it's like, what I'm getting is redirecting messages, right? Redirecting messages, like changing your address. Changing our address. But that's what it is, right? Like when we're putting all the time and effort into the things in our mind, we're relocating. We're relocating our mind. So it takes a little bit of time for these vessels to catch up to where we're going. Right? It has to be forwarded. They have the address. They have the information. We paid them. Right? It's going to get to us. It's just, it takes time for the manifestations to come into fruition. And the greater it is, the longer it takes. And the more time that goes by, it's checking every single clock. You're going to buy new clocks just to check them. And it's like, yes, you're still on time. Yes, it's still coming. But it's the way that we can make the best out of the time that we have right now, which is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be living in the present, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future. It's living in the here and the now, being present in the here and the now. you know, but it's the here and the now. You know, just because you find yourself in a situation you do not prefer doesn't mean you can't spice it up. Doesn't mean you can't find some way to have some fun. You know what I mean? You can find a way. There's always a way. You know, I'm good about finding fun. I'm good about making fun. Fun doesn't just find me. I find it. You know, but it's just learning to have fun with things, not taking everything so serious. You know, even the tough lessons, you gotta laugh at the shitty situations that you wrote into your existence. You gotta laugh at it, you know, because it's like, that almost got me, but almost doesn't cut it. You know, but it's the stories that we tell. It's the stories how, you know, legends are made, you know. But what story are we telling? You know, the story that we're telling, are they lack of stories? Or are they prosperous stories? You know, but seeing the light in the dark, it's being able to see the benefit of every situation. It's being able to see how the unpreferred benefited me. You know, the unpreferred always benefits us. It's not preferred, you know what I mean? And benefit, people think benefit as preference. You know, well, people think benefit as it's perception of good and bad, though. A lesson is a lesson, you know? Lessons aren't fun, but it's still a lesson. It's still a learning opportunity, which is what they all are. They're opportunities. An opportunity that we wrote into our existence to give us the opportunity to achieve something. Are we seizing it, or do we do it all for nothing?
We two outlaws taking all they got. Backseat love magazines ready to dump. Two hearts beating like a 12-gauge pump. Ride or die love, no chance we fold. Every shot fired is a story told. Living on the run, but we move with pride. Going through the night, she right by my side till the wheels fall off. She's by my side through the smoke and fire. We never hide. Enemies watch, but they can't deny. World wanna hate, let the bullets fly. Two outlaw hearts, we were born to defy. I need a body to my cloud.
I can't ignore that. She's my angel and my demon, all in one deep breath. And this is the card that just came out. You know, it's interesting, but angel and demons, but it's balance. Masculine, feminine. You know, but interesting too, differences. Knowing the difference between lust and love. You know, a lot of people they mistake lust for love just because of the passion that's in lust. But lustful passions die out quick.
We gon' rise instead. Hearts like bullets, locked in prime. Outlaw love till the end of time. Ride till the wheels years gone, but it feels like yesterday. I still hear your laugh and the little things I say. You weren't the one that gave me my name, but you loved me just the same. Loud in a room, never held back a word. Blunt with the truth, but your heart always hurt. Funny as hell with a fire in your eyes, the kind of love you can't disguise. And it don't take blood to make a bond so true. The best parts of me, I got them from you. You're my butterfly, riding on the breeze. I still feel you here when the night talks to me. Every Sunday hymn, every porch light glow, every little whisper in the undertow. I can't call your phone, but I still close my eyes and thank the Lord above for the gift of your life. You weren't my mom by birth, but you'll always be mine. Yeah, you're my butterfly. I miss your kitchen talks and your worn out chair. The way you told the truth like nobody dared. Sharp with your words, but soft with your hands. Taught me to laugh when I don't understand. You cared so deeply even when you were tough, and I never once doubted if I was loved enough. And no, this world don't let us stay. Your love never left, it just found its wings one day. You're my butterfly, riding on the breeze. I still feel you here when the night talks to me. Every Sunday hymn, every porch light glow, every little whisper in the undertow. I can't call your phone, but I still close my eyes and thank the Lord above for the gift of your life. You weren't my mom by birth, but you'll always be mine. Yeah, you're my butterfly. Someday I'll see you past the gates of gold to tell you all the stories that I never told. But till then, I'll carry you with me in every laugh and every memory. You're my butterfly, riding on the breeze. I still feel you here when the night talks to me. Every Sunday hymn, every porch light glow, every little whisper in the undertow. You were my mom by birth, but God knows it's true. You're the angel in my sky that I'm holding on to. Yeah, you're my butterfly, always my butterfly.
Yeah, she said it's for safety, but I know damn well it's just so she can bust my ass again. Turn it up, boys. She got me on that damn app like I'm on parole. Knows when I'm at the bar, knows when I'm in a hole. Said it's for peace of mind, but that's a lie. Cause every time I fart, she sends a "where you at" reply. I can't even hit the woods without her on my trail. Got place alerts setting off like I just made bail. It's our white 360, the devil in disguise. Watching every move with those jealous eyes. She got my dots connecting on that map so neat. Can't sneak to the hollow or swap me straight.
It's people watching with jealous eyes. People watching. Like, to the point of stalking. To the point of unhealthy. You know, but what are they watching? What's so addicting? What are they watching? It's completing cycles of not listening to our higher knowledge. It's completing cycles that I don't choose the right choice. You know, it's choosing comfort, right, instead of discomfort. But what happens true growth happens in discomfort. You know, comfort is stagnancy, right? A lot of times, you know, we find ourselves comfortable. It's because we're being stagnant. You know, we're searching for a safe place, but it's not something that's found. It's something that's created normally. You know, created internally. It's that we find safe places in the physical, right? But those are normally temporary. But the safe place that we find internally, you know, it's the judgment that we allow ourselves to feel safe for. It's allowing ourselves to. It's giving ourselves the permission, you know, to feel the way that we feel, you know, to express ourselves the way that we want to express ourselves. And how's that? A lot of times it's speaking up about, you know, the promises that were broken to us. But then also, too, it's the recognition of the breaking of the promises that we made to ourselves. You know, breaking of the promises brought to ourselves. 4 candles, the ark brought to Jerusalem. Wearing a linen ephod, David was dancing before the Lord with all of his might, while he and all Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouts and the sounds of trumpets. 2 Samuel 6:14-16. You know, but Israel, you know, we talk about Israel, you know, why was God working so much through Israel? Because they weren't serving the Most High. Because they were serving false gods. And so the Most High sent people in to work through Israel to show them the fault in their ways. And look at where we're at right now. They're still serving false gods. They're still trying to control. And through what? Through the power of lower entities. And calling themselves God's chosen people. God's chosen to learn your fucking lesson. The prodigal son, returning back. You know, seeing the fault in our ways. It's learning our fucking lesson finally. You know, but it's also, generations before us didn't learn our lesson. Are we going to repeat those patterns? Are we going to pass those patterns, those false patterns, the false systems, the lies? Are we going to pass that all down to the next generations? Or does that end here? Do we finally return back to the Most High? Which was what the plan was the whole time. That's why the Most High was working through them. To return them to the Most High. But what did they do with it? Eight of candles, Philip and the Ethiopian. When they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord suddenly took Philip away. And the eunuch did not see him again, but went on his way rejoicing. Going on our way and rejoicing. You know, it's the situations in life, right? It's the things that are divinely orchestrated. You know, it's the situations. You know, it's, all right, maybe God will give us the whole inheritance so we can go squander it. Have lots of, fill all the wants of our flesh. And only after we've squandered it, only after we've been a horrible steward of what was given to us, only after then do we take the time to really reflect. Only after then do we finally return to the Most High. You know, but it's not looking back at the past. You know, not looking back at the ways that we deceived ourselves by breaking the promises to ourselves, by not choosing better, by choosing the wants of the flesh, you know, by choosing our addictions, by the choices that we make. You know, but when you know better, you choose better. And how do you know better? Through reflecting, through learning a lesson, which is something we should all be striving to do.
Don't listen, my heart, don't listen. Told myself to take it slow. Hide the weight I never showed. But one touch and I lost ground. Couldn't hold the feelings down. You don't shout, you don't demand, but you shake me where I stand. My heart don't listen, it runs wild. Beats like thunder when you smile. Skips like stones on summer lakes. Breaks all rules that my mind makes. I try to speak, but I go missing. 'Cause my heart don't listen. My heart don't listen. Logic said you seen too much, but you shattered that with just one touch. Now every second you're not here. Feels like years have disappeared. You didn't plan to steal my breath, but girl, you left me nothing left. And my heart don't listen, it runs wild. Beats like thunder when you smile. Skips like stones on summer lakes. Breaks all rules that my mind makes. I try to speak, but I go missing. 'Cause my heart don't listen. My heart don't. Love is strong, don't play by the rules. It laughs at pride and breaks the cool. You didn't ask to be my truth, but I fall again, just chasing. My heart don't listen, it runs wild. Beats like thunder when you smile. Skips like stones on summer lakes. Breaks all rules that my mind makes. You're my reason, my condition. My heart don't listen, my heart don't listen. No logic here, no safe road, no clear plan, no control. But one thing feels like heaven. Yeah, my heart don't listen. My heart don't listen. Gritted boots hit the floor, moonshine dripping slow, dirty South howling, I'm the boss, let's go down home, where the heat don't quit. I find my fun with a rowdy, wild-eyed chick. She got smoke on her lips, whiskey on her breath, laugh that could steal my soul, wild as the rest. Tight faded jeans, boots hit the dash, she rides shotgun, bad girl, pure white trash. Ain't here for church, she's here for the sin. Dark bar queen, where the trouble begins. She got her own in her heart, spark in her eyes, give a wink, light of smoke, let's scandalize. I love nasty women, wild and free, boots stomping, bed thumping, riding with me, liquor drinking, cigarette fiends, tight booty queens of my dirty dreams, yeah. Motel curtains closed, stories to tell, paint peeling walls, honey raised some hell. She grabbed my hand, pulled it low on my head, whispers in my ear, let's dance in this bed. Cowgirl ride or a doggy show, outlaw lust where the dark things go. She don't mind a little mud, don't care about the law. I'm a southern daddy, now break me off. Boots on, heat's on, do the deed in the truck. She laughs, we don't believe in good luck. We dirty up the night till the sunrise, scream raunchy, trashy lovers, best you've ever seen. I love nasty women, wild and free, boots stomping, bed thumping, riding with me, liquor drinking, cigarette fiends, tight booty queens of my dirty dreams, yeah. Yeah.
grinding and grinding, giving you what you need. It's interesting. Giving you what you need. This just slid down. Movement. Fast movement. Bring in balance. Temperance. You know, with the King of Pentacles, energy. Energy is a true currency. It's the movement of our energy. It's the ability to move our energy around. It's transmuting. It's transmuting. It's taking the negative, finding the lesson, giving thanks for the lesson, holding on to the lesson learned, because that's the positive. And we fixate on the positive. And that's why we learn to pull any negative energy away from that situation, and we only feed it to the positive, because we learned the lesson and we don't want to do it again. You know, but it's like, you know, I want to learn new lessons. You know, I want to be challenged in new ways, different ways. I've already done these ones. Let's do new ones. You know, it's the wake-up call to... It's not giving in to the wants of the flesh. It's not being deceived. It's finally waking up to the ways that we deceive ourselves. You know, but that's all in part of the story that we wrote. You know, that we're writing right now. It could be past, present, future, wherever this falls on the timeline. But it's, you know, it's the way that just like we were able to write in the situations that we found ourselves into. We're also able to write into existence the strength to get us out of there. But we already did write that in there. Are we able to see that line? Or is that part of our story? Is that hidden from us? Are we able to see that? Because it's in there. The strength that you need to get through it, the strength that you need to get out of the lion's den, you wrote that into your story. Can you find it? Do you know where it's located? You know, the strength to be the change. You know, I'm not waiting for anyone to do it for you, because I've been waiting. No one's doing it. Might as well do it myself. You know, bringing balance in yourself. Learning to love yourself. Truly love yourself. Loving yourself unmasked. Loving yourself unapologetically. Loving all shades of yourself. All angles. All shades, all angles. It's the resonance. It's the words that you speak that resonate out of love. It's the words that you speak into yourself. It's the life that you speak into yourself. It's the love that you speak into yourself. Or maybe you're singing it, because it is a singer card, but it's the... Well, interesting too. It's the whole vocal scale, but then it's all... But love too. What is love? You know, it's... Love is a flood of emotions. It's a wide scale. You know, but it's the way that we learn to fall in love with creating peace, with creating balance, with creating harmony. It's the way that, but it's the way that we're able to take the betrayals, we're able to take the situations that were meant to destroy us, right? That were meant to destroy us. But notice how like her tongue's sticking out, but it's like having fun. It's like seeing the purpose of the things and the situations and how it was meant to serve you. And when you can see how it served you, the lesson that you were able to learn, you take all the power away from the negative, which is the woe is me and what happened to me. It's the death of what happened to me, and it's the birth of what happened for me. You know, it's the change of the mindset. It's the flip of the mindset. You know, but it's also being able to take you know, the swords stuck in you, take them out and use them to fight. But it's also the realization of the daggers that we stuck into ourselves and removing them. You know, but it's putting an end. It's putting an end to all of it. You know, but how do we end things? First, we have to be able to observe it, though. Because it's hard to put an end to things that you're not aware are harmful. It's hard to put, you know, but it's... You know, but it's meditation. It's going inward. It's trusting your energy. You know, back to the king, it's trusting your energy. You know, abundance, prosperity. You know, those are our birthrights. Those are our birthrights. Strength is our birthright. Sorrow, misery, sadness, that's not our birthright. Those are things that we write into our existence. But just as we write it into our existence, we can write it the fuck out if we choose to. But it's all about waking up and realizing that the power of life and death fully resides in your tongue and in your mind. It's a full realization of that.
Keep it tall, keep it steeple. I don't need your approval. I just roll with my people. My people ain't the saints, they the sinners with the guns. They the ones you call on when the talking's said and done. They don't live by the law, but they live by the code. If I'm going through hell, they already on the road. They're the killers and the misfits, the ones that look through. But the bottom of the barrel still holds my crew.
Alright. Well, if I don't have any purchased reads, then I'm gonna call it a night. Let me just check. I don't think anyone's purchased any. No. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up right there. But thanks for tapping in. Thanks for all the likes, the shares, the comments. Thank you for the exchange of energy. And until next time. And if you want a personal read, feel free to message me. We can set that up. But enjoy your night.